days when cops faced off with professional fighters. Meet French boxing champion Christophe Dettinger, who on January the 5th of 2019 was attempting an anti-government protest on a bridge that overlooked the River Seine. In the footage, yellow vest protesters can be seen wearing safety vests and fighting against officers wielding tactical shields, when suddenly Christophe fell from the sky and began throwing blows at police. Other protesters followed behind as the 6'3" boxing giant single-handedly led the assault to get to the other side of the bridge. Though the fight was won, the victory would be short-lived, as Christophe was placed under arrest shortly after and charged with assault on a police officer. The following month, Christophe was convicted and given an 18-month suspended sentence as well as a ban from visiting Paris for the following 6 months. While some had hailed Christophe as a hero for his daring actions, but the cops definitely weren't getting an apology from the next suspect who attempted to square up with a squad of police.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, man. Hey. Let's go.
On October the 30th of 2023, officers responded to a call where a 50-year-old suspect punched a random pedestrian in the head. He then proceeded to attack another civilian before fleeing the scene, and when the officers later locate the suspect, he immediately takes up a defensive stance and demands to box them.
Let's see what you
Hey, come here. I need to talk to you real quick.
Let's go, let's go. I like this.
This
Come
is
on.
you.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, man.
Hey,
Let's go, man.
we're not gonna fight.
You're the cop. You're the cop. Come on. Yeah, you know
11 aren't backing you. It's gonna step it up. Who wants to fight? Come here.
Let's go. Let's go.
What do you got under your shirt? Stop doing that. Running.
Stop.
On the ground. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground. About to get tased. About to get tased. Stop fighting. I got one. Stop fighting.
I got one on.
Stop fighting.
I got one on. What they think they can? Swing! I think so. I'm gonna do it right there.
I think this is our dude. Yeah.
Despite believing that he was a professional fighter, he was quickly overpowered and taken into custody. He was later booked into the King County Jail and hit with multiple charges of assault. He should probably leave the fighting to the trained professionals like these next guards, who had to teach a drunk idiot a lesson. On a warm night in Fort Lauderdale, visitors were hanging out outside of a nightclub when one intoxicated man in particular became disruptive and began disrespecting the bouncers at the door. Little did he know he was messing with an MMA-trained bodyguard that could pluck him up with one hand. Despite the bouncers kicking him from the property, the suspect continued to return and cause a commotion, which left the guards no choice but to physically remove him. After getting the attention of the police, the matter was then taken over by the officers and the bouncers were allowed to return to their duties. It's safe to say that he'll be sleeping that off in a holding cell. It's hard to justify this next suspect's reckless behavior.
I am. They're mad. These
On October the 12th of 2024, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a speeding vehicle. But upon approaching the driver, the officer detected the odor of alcohol and other indicators that the driver, bare-knuckle fighting champion Mike Perry, may be intoxicated.
The speed limit through there? 50? See, on the Citrus Tower, it's 30. You know how fast you were doing? Yeah, so that little stretch till you get to Hooks is 30. I'm not trying to argue with you about it, but you're telling me you didn't understand the speed limit, correct? Something going on? Or yeah, anything to drink or anything like that? Okay, where are we coming from? Okay. Alright, here's your license and the registration back. Okay. Now that I'm this close to you, it smells like you've been drinking. Is that the case? Okay, if I go to Halloween Horror Nights, they're not going to tell me you had a bunch of alcohol there? How much have you had to drink? None? From there. Okay. Okay, well, you're talking a little slow and I can smell it coming out of this side when I came over here. I'm talking a little fast. Okay. I'll slow it down just for you. Is that better? Okay, go ahead and step out for me. Alright. You don't have any weapons or anything? Nope. Do you mind if I pat you down? I feel like you're impaired under the influence of alcohol. I have a series of field sobriety exercises. What that's going to do is that'll dispel my concerns that you're driving while intoxicated. Okay, are you refusing to do the exercises?
Mike ultimately refused a field sobriety test, seemingly unbothered by the fact that he would be arrested. But once he was actually in handcuffs, his tone completely changed.
The route you want to go? To be clear, that's you being arrested for driving while intoxicated. Okay, put your hands behind your back. Stay in the car.
Sorry, I'm getting arrested because I'm not doing this bull sobriety test. So just relax, honey. I'll be home. I'll be home soon. They know exactly who I am. They're mad. These couple of
separate.
They're a couple of
separate
forget
your feet.
about it. I'll be home soon. I'm sorry.
Do you have anything that can stab, cut, or poke me?
No. Yeah, take a look at that receipt, mother. Your wife ain't got that cost that much. How about that, pussy? Put that on Instagram.
Okay, I don't have any.
You fat. You're a fat.
You switch sides with me?
You're a couple of fat. Yeah, I ain't got shit, dude. Me up too, man. I don't give for her, man. Let my mother-in-law come and her mother-in-law drive the car home.
I'll go talk to her in a minute, okay?
Tori, get your mom to drive the car home.
Mike was transported to jail and booked on charges of DUI and refusing to sign a citation. He was released on bond and publicly apologized to the officers on his podcast a week later. And the next professional fighter almost ended up behind bars as well after flipping out on the police.
Just doing my job.
No, you're not doing your job. Picking me this Corvette out for no reason.
On March the 24th of 2016, an officer conducted a traffic stop on a vehicle that he observed drag racing and loudly revving its engine. The officer approached the driver of the Cadillac to find prize heavyweight MMA fighter Jon Jones, who immediately accused him of being a liar.
Driver's license, registration, insurance. Please turn your car off. Why are you drag racing that Cadillac?
I didn't drag race
Driver's
a Cadillac.
license, registration, and insurance, please.
I did not drag race a Cadillac.
I watched you do it right there at Broadway.
No, you did not, sir. No,
Any
you did
reason?
not. No, you did not. I did not drag race a Cadillac.
Okay. Any reason, sir?
Any reason for what?
For the way you're driving. The way you took off there at Broadway after you revved your
did
engine.
not.
After you revved your engine. I didn't say drag wife.
Yeah, you
I
said drag race.
That's
absolutely, and I did not.
Okay. So you just felt it necessary to take off at a high rate of speed?
I did not break the speeding limit at all, and I
didn't say you broke the
And I
speed
did
limit.
not take off at a high
What's the
speed.
speed limit there on Central?
I don't know, but I know I wasn't
Then how do
near
you
it.
know that you didn't break it? Because I was going the speed limit.
Okay,
and
I was
you were
going the
pulling away from me.
You know, I'm so upset right now.
Why don't you just hand me your driver's
Oh,
license,
yeah. Oh, here,
registration,
here,
and insurance?
here. Absolutely.
Go ahead and get the registration and insurance out of there for me, Jonathan.
Absolutely.
Is there an interlock in this vehicle?
Yes, there is.
Can I see it, please?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I cannot wait for you to prove that I was drag racing because I know for a fact that I wasn't. So nice try. Sure.
How long have you had the car, sir?
I'm not even sure. Almost a year.
Okay, well, you should have no other registration. This is what you get from the dealership.
And this is. I just got that paperwork.
Where's your other registration? This is the dealership registration that came with your temp tag.
Maybe it is. Proof of insurance. That's the paperwork that I just got from, I think, DMV not too long ago.
Okay, find your registration for me.
Is that?
Why is your car so loud?
Why is my man? You're just harassing me, man.
I'm just asking you a simple question,
My car is
Jonathan.
loud because it's a sports car.
Okay, sit tight. I'll be with you in a minute. Cut the attitude.
The officer and John clearly got off on the wrong foot, but the officer would ultimately get his last laugh after returning to the car with 5 tickets for the fighter.
Mr. Jones, here's your driver's license, your registration, and your insurance. Getting a few tickets tonight. This ticket here is going to be for drag racing, competitive racing. You need to go to court on the 5th of next month at 11:25 in the morning. Ticket here is also going to be a vehicle nuisance, exhibition driving, revving your engine, making unnecessary engine noise.
Check this out, man.
Let me finish, okay? This next ticket here is also going to be a vehicle nuisance modification or loud exhaust. Same court date, same time. Once again, I need you to sign inside the box. And this last ticket is going to be driving within your traffic lane. You drove out of your lane 3 times as we were approaching the interstate. Same court date, same time. The last ticket here is going to be for illegible license plate. Your registration sticker's covered up with your whatever cover, vanity cover you have over your license plate. The registration sticker is illegible. Same court date, same time. I need you to sign inside this box. Once again, you're not admitting guilt. You're letting me know you're aware of the court date. Did you have something you wanted to say, Mr. Jones?
Yes, I do. Is your thing recording here?
It's always recording. Did you have something you wanted to say, Mr. Jones?
Yes, absolutely. You and I both know that I was not drag racing.
No, sir. I actually know that you were drag racing. I watched you do it.
Okay. Let me talk, right?
Okay.
Do I have that right?
Mr. Jones, we're not having court out here.
Do I have that
You
right
have a
to
court
talk?
date, and you
Do
can.
I have that right to talk?
You do have that right to talk.
Okay,
and you
so
can tell
give
us
me my
in
right
court.
and let me talk. Okay?
Go ahead. Tell me what you're going to tell.
No.
Don't tell me what I know. You're going to testify to what I know.
Yeah, I'm going to testify to what you know.
I know that you were drag racing, and I will testify to that.
That I was not drag racing.
Actually, I do know that you were drag racing.
Both know that I did not speed. You and I both know that I freaking revved my engine at the red light, and I never took off racing at all. Nor was the car next to me ever took off racing. I just simply revved
Both
my
of you
engine.
took off at a high rate of speed, sir.
No, I did
Only
not.
you kept going. He
No,
slowed
I
down.
did not.
Okay.
You are an absolute liar.
Well, we can talk about it in court. I need you to sign inside this box. Once again, you're not admitting guilt. You're letting me know you're aware of the court date.
You are an
Inside the box, sir?
liar. Wait.
What am I waiting for?
Call my lawyer.
Seeing as how officers are not allowed to unnecessarily prolong a traffic stop, the officer was at liberty to arrest John if he didn't sign the ticket so he could move on.
If you do not sign in the box, sir, I will have to take you to see a judge. That means I will place you under arrest,
I'm
and then you
going
will
to
go
call my
see a
lawyer
judge.
to ask him about this paperwork.
Okay.
I'm sure I have the right to do that, buddy. I can't believe you.
Well, believe it, because I'm not
For
joking.
no reason. With me for no reason. What's your name?
Officer Brown, it's on your ticket, sir.
Can't believe you. You're ridiculous.
Just doing my job.
No, you're not doing your job. You're picking me this Corvette out for no reason. And blaming me for all this that you know isn't true. You're ridiculous.
It is not no reason, sir.
I used to really respect police folks like you.
You would rather I just turn my head and let you be a nuisance to the
I was
citizens?
not a nuisance to the citizens.
I've sworn to protect the citizens from people like you, Mr. Jones. Please don't dig around in your car.
I was looking for a pen. Give me the... Can't believe you. You're ridiculous.
Well, believe it, because it's the truth, sir.
You're ridiculous. You're
inside the box, sir.
Good luck trying to prove that I was speeding.
Inside the box.
Give me a second. Can I read this?
Okay, I explained it.
You've been making me wait.
The tickets don't magically appear. I have to fill them out.
Will you stop talking so that I can read this, please?
Okay.
I can't believe you. Liar. How do you sleep with yourself?
Well, you're lucky you're not going to jail tonight for reckless driving.
For what?
For reckless driving.
Yeah, right. Nice try. Sure, I'm lucky. I'm not lucky about it.
I can tell you've got an interlock in your car.
I'm not worried about it, bro.
Okay.
See you.
Well, you're going to hurt somebody someday or yourself, sir.
How do you
The way you drive.
Okay, so you thought I was driving wild tonight. You're lying, buddy. You're lying.
Drag racers hurt people, sir.
I was not drag racing.
People get hurt all the time.
You just admitted that the guy didn't race me and he stayed put and I drove fast.
No, I told you that both of you left the light at a high rate of speed and he slowed down, sir. You kept going.
You did not.
Okay, well, you can listen to it in court with your attorney.
You did not say that. How do you sleep with yourself?
Mostly on my left side, sometimes on my back.
Oh, can't wait to get out of my face. You're despicable.
I feel the same way about you, sir.
Pig. Disgust me.
Once again, feelings mutual.
Is that all of them? Did I
Yes,
sign
sir.
them all?
Yes, you did. Well, I'm going to make sure you signed them all, and then I'll give you your copy.
You made your quota this month.
So do I. There's your copy, sir. Slow down and have a great night, okay?
Oh, I was slowing. I was driving slow.
Slow down. Obey the traffic laws and have a good night.
That's what I was doing.
Okay.
You are ridiculous.
Okay. You have a good night, sir.
You are ridiculous.
Any other questions for me, sir?
You are ridiculous.
That's not a question. You can form that in the form of a question if you like.
Ridiculous.
Do you have any questions for me, sir?
Ridiculous.
Have a good night.
I can't believe you.
Altogether, Jon Bones Jones would be charged with unlawful exhibition driving, unlawful drag racing, unlawful use of modification of exhaust systems, improper display of registration, and failure to maintain traffic lanes. 5 months later, he took a plea deal and was given a 90-day deferred sentence, 60 hours of community service, and required to complete an aggressive driving class. Thankfully, the confrontation didn't escalate into physical violence. The next case, on the other hand, found an officer going toe-to-toe with a young fighter in the middle of the street. In 2024, a viral video showed the aftermath of an officer being asked to test his skills against a young up-and-coming boxer. The video begins with the officer gloved up and facing his opponent in a parking lot as he takes up a fighting stance.
Hey, come on, little bro. Gotta do it. Oh, no. Gotta get it. Bad motherfucker. Oh, my God. Don't play with him, young. Real. He put him on. Put him on. You get next. You get next.
After a good match, the officer celebrated a hard-earned victory with the local residents before then returning to duty. But the next case wasn't nearly as wholesome, as an officer and a pedestrian engaged in a one-on-one fistfight. In 2022, cell phone footage was posted online of a standoff between a civilian and an officer who appeared to be working a crime scene. The man in the video is clearly much bigger than the officer, but that wasn't enough to deter what happened next. The dazed officer likely had to be transported to the hospital while the suspect was taken into custody. If you enjoyed this video, watch this one, and don't forget to subscribe.